There are a few scenes in Miraculous Ladybug that are an integral part to Adrien and Marinette's relationship, both with and without the superhero masks. Ladybug and Cat Noir started off as a superhero team where presumably Ladybug is presented as the main hero, with Cat Noir as her annoying sidekick, who doesn't quite know when to be playful and flirty and when to actually be serious. However, as the series progresses, we've gotten some of the most heartfelt and wholesome scenes of these two lovable dorks who seem to not know what the definition of a friend is. But you might have overlooked a common factor in all of these moments, and that is the moon. Now, whilst I was rewatching Miraculous from seasons 1 to 3, I noticed that a lot of these scenes in which depict a shift or progression in Ladynoir and Adrienette's relationship have the moon present in them. So me being me, I couldn't help but to do a little bit of research on what the moon symbolizes, specifically to Miraculous Ladybug, and I decided to put this video for you guys. So welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Cartoon Hotspot, and if you want to hear why the moon is so special and significant to the show, but particularly the role it plays in the interaction between these two characters, then don't go anywhere. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on that bell button for post notifications. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So we'll start with the general symbolism of the moon. The moon is often connected to water and tides and is said to represent one's hidden emotions and the subconscious mind. The moon offers us the ability to feel and express our feelings, therefore making it a romantic symbol between two people, and in the case of Miraculous, between Adrien and Marinette, or Ladybug and Cat Noir if you prefer. I mean, they literally dance in the moonlight, for crying out loud. For the purpose of this video essay, here are a few examples of moon scenes in Miraculous, which I consider pivotal to the story's advancement. The Lucky Charm scene in Befana, Marichat and Ladynoir balcony scene in Glaciator, the Adrienette Moonlight dance, of course, and Adrien leaving New York on the plane. First up, the ending scene in Befana, and can I just say, Befana is such an overslept and underrated episode. It's literally one of the best episodes of this series. I mean, we got a cute Marichat scene, Ladybug and Cat Noir singing.
Cat Noir comes to unexpectedly. How do we make that rhyme?
Fighting evil with his lady.
Of course, not bad, Bugaboo.
And the scene where Adrien gives Marinette a lucky charm he handmade himself. Yep, I rest my case. Anyways, after receiving her birthday gift, Marinette is seen sitting alone on a bench with Tiki. She states what's important isn't the gift itself, but the person giving the gift. And at that same moment, the scene switches where Adrien is alone looking at his lucky charm that Marinette gave him. So what does this actually mean? Keeping in mind, at this point in the series, Adrien hasn't actually told Marinette how much she means to him. Let's jump back to where I said the moon represents our hidden emotions. In this scene, Adrien is reflecting on the lucky charm and is smiling, which signifies how much he values Marinette's friendship and possibly thinks of her as more than a friend. Bottom line is, he could have bought her an expensive gift or made her a card, and even turning up to her party would have been an amazing gift for her. But the fact he took his time to make a gift so personal, waited to give it to her personally, shows their friendship goes beyond being classmates. This could just be my little Adrienette heart imagining all sorts of cutesy scenarios, but I'm guessing as he was staring at the lucky charm, he was reflecting upon how Marinette gave it to him so freely back in the episode Gamer, knowing Marinette is such a caring person. Okay, we have to settle this once and for all. Who did it best? Who owned the balcony scene? Was it Marichat or was it Ladynoir? Comment it down below and we'll see who wins. Back to this video though. Upon getting his heart broken when Ladybug doesn't turn up for their date, which to be fair, she did say she may not be able to make it, just saying, Cat Noir decides to pay Marinette a visit. He confides in her and opens up about his feelings for Ladybug to Marinette's surprise. Here, Cat Noir is his most vulnerable, and this is where Marinette realized how sensitive Cat Noir can be. She had seen a different side to him beyond the flirtiness and whatnot. Vulnerability isn't easy. In fact, it's pretty daunting letting someone see you at your lowest point. And yet Cat Noir was so willing to break down his walls in front of Marinette. This is a critical scene for Marichat and Ladynoir development. The moon offered Cat Noir the ability to express his feelings. Although he doesn't know it yet, remember, the subconscious mind, he's comfortable around Marinette. He's able to be himself around her, his true self, showing his flaws, his weaknesses, and his amazing qualities. knowing that she will never judge him in a negative light. Funny enough, the concept of yin and yang is also relevant here. As we know, Marinette is yin and Adrien is yang. Yin is associated with the moon, and yin and yang are opposing yet complementary forces. In other words, they need each other to coexist. Without yin, yang is incomplete. Having said this, despite Cat Noir not realizing, he feels complete with Marinette. Now the Ladynoir balcony scene. A full moon is round and completely illuminated. It represents completion, the height of power, but also the ability to reflect gratitude.
I don't want to play around with your feelings. It would be the same as lying to you. I don't want to do that. You're more than a partner, Cat Noir. You're my friend, and I'd never want to lie to a friend.
Ladybug expresses how much Cat Noir means to her, stating that he's more than just a partner, and he's grown to be her friend, whom she trusts with all her heart. Yes, she rejected him, but that's the beauty of the scene. And you're probably thinking, what? How is rejection beautiful, the cartoon hotspot? Well, rejection isn't beautiful, I'll tell you that. But what's amazing about this scene is how they dealt with it, moved past it, and ultimately strengthened their relationship. Because Cat Noir also states that her friendship means everything to him. They're grateful for one another. Their greatest power and their greatest strength is their trust and their ability to just appreciate the friendship they share. The moon heightened that power, and like I said, it isn't a coincidence that one of the most important scenes in the show just so happens to have the moon present. Arguably one of the most iconic moments for the Miraculous Ladybug fandom is the Adrienette Moonlight dance. After the umbrella scene, of course, because let's be honest, apart from a reveal, nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever beat the umbrella scene. Now, to analyse this specific scene, it makes sense to link it to another scene shortly after. Adrien says this was a song we danced at Chloe's party, and then asks Marinette to dance with him. Why is it so significant? Well, their dance wasn't just special to Marinette, it was special to him too. It's clearly been on his mind, hence why he asks us to dance with him again. Now, they could have just danced on the ground like everybody else. It didn't have to be in the moonlight, but it was. That's the amazing part. As I mentioned before, the moon represents an emotional and physical union between Adrien and Marinette. Throughout the New York special, Adrien appears to be trying to get closer to Marinette. I mean, he was practically stuck to her like glue, whilst the poor girl was just trying to move on. When he finds out Marinette managed to convince Gabriel to let Adrien go on the trip, only then did he voice out how amazing Marinette is, not hesitating to tell her of her great qualities. It seems as though the Moonlight dance was his way of saying thank you. No words are needed, he just feels at peace with Marinette. The moon represents completion. Again, Adrien isn't aware of his feeling, but one thing for sure is that with her he feels complete and he feels whole. When Adrien is on the plane from New York, surprise surprise, he's staring at the moon. This is also important because this scene is after, not directly after, but you get my point. It's after the thunder scene, and we know the thunder scene is where Adrien unconsciously falls in love with Marinette. The moon reminded him of her, all the good times they spent together in New York and all their moments leading up to that very moment. Their friendship has grown and come a long way, from awkward encounters and Adrien kind of thinking Marinette is a bit of a weirdo, to him opening up to her with ease. He can't quite put his finger on it, but somewhere in his mind and heart he has formed a strong connection with her, to the point where if she's not around, he feels empty. Adrien is the sun and Marinette is his moon, yin and yang if you please. Alright, shout outs for this week. Shout out to Zoe Audi, Mac M, Ali McD, Yarthamitha Saskumar, and Elijah Jones. And for next week's video, if you want to shout out, all you have to do is comment down what your favourite moon scene is and why. Let me know down in the comment section below. We've already seen some great moments in season 4, and I have no doubt in mind we're going to get a lot more moon scenes. Oh, and for the record, if you're wondering why we haven't gotten a Adrien moon scene, long story short, the moon represents feelings buried within the subconscious mind. However, it's pretty clear Adrien reciprocate romantic feelings for one another, so there is no reason for the moon to reveal a romantic attraction that's pretty much already established between the both of them. Also, friendly reminder that we are going to get a moon scene in the Awakening movie, which could possibly be the rumoured Ladynoir dance. But as for today, let me know what you think of this video. If you have any thoughts, feel free to comment them down below. That's it from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!